Hi, I'm Patrick Pfeiffer, co-owner and president of BC Creative.
And I'm Alex Michelle, media specialist at BC Creative.
Whenever I attend any webinars, I'm always looking for those little golden nuggets of information that we can use to help our business. So with event planners in mind, we've put together this webinar series on digital marketing and web techniques to help you understand some key components in the new digital age. In this series, we will be exploring responsive websites, content management systems, Facebook advertising, SEO secrets for event planners, and implementing an effective newsletter strategy.
We'd like to thank Meeting Jobs for hosting this webinar series, and we hope you can find some golden nuggets that you can use for your event planning company. So thanks for joining us. We've set aside some time at the end of the presentation to answer all your questions. Please chat your questions throughout the webinar, and we'll get to as many as we can at the end.
This entire webinar is less than 30 minutes. So stick around, because at the end of each webinar in this series, we're going to give away a $25 iTunes gift card. We hope you enjoy our webinar series.
Today, I'll be going over 7 essential search engine optimization tips for meeting planners and their websites. Search engine optimization is the practice of enhancing the relevancy of your website's content so it ranks higher in search engine results for keywords relating to what your site is offering. When you enter a keyword into a search engine like Google, Yahoo, or Bing, they scan the internet for sites that relate to the word or phrase you entered. Their job is to present you with information in order of the most relevant to the least relevant content. While there are hundreds of criteria search engines take into consideration when ranking websites, there are a few things you can do to ensure your website appears for important keywords. Google Places is an online directory owned by Google. It is one of the most important steps in making sure customers can find your business when performing a search, especially when that search is for local products or services. I'm going to perform a search for meeting planners, and since I'm not specifying the location of the meeting planner, Google assumes that I am looking for a local meeting planner within 10 to 20 miles of my geographical location. At the top of the search results are paid listings, which you can differentiate by the small yellow ad tags on the left of the listing. Below that are organic search results, which I will go over later. Below that are the Google Places listings. Each has an address displayed along with the name of the business and their website. Not only can the website be accessed from this listing, but your Google Plus page can be seen as well. A Google Plus page is a social network similar to LinkedIn or Facebook. When you create a Google Places listing, a Google Plus page is automatically created for your business. In a moment, I'll show how to optimize your Google Plus page. To show an example of how to create a Google Places listing, I'm going to visit the Google Places homepage. This page will be blank if you do not already manage a Google Places listing, or it will show all the ones you do manage. Click the blue button titled Get Your Page at the top, and you will then be prompted to select whether your business is a storefront, service area, or brand. Select the appropriate area, and you'll then be taken to enter the address and phone number of your business. In order to become a verified listing, Google will send a postcard with the address you gave, which will include a verification code. I'm going to put in an old address for now and create a Google Places listing. As I mentioned before, when you create a Google Places listing, a Google Plus page will automatically be created for you. After you enter the address for your business, Google will ask whether this is the correct address for your business, and then prompt you to enter it again with more detail, as well as your business's phone number and the category that best describes what your business does. For now, I'll put in Meeting Planner as the business name, and the address will be in San Francisco. I'll select Meeting Planner as the category, and I'll leave blank the section option to select whether I offer goods and services to my customer's location. Now it will ask whether you are authorized to list the business address, and click Continue. Now it will ask whether you'd like the verification code sent to you or if you'd like to have it sent later. For now, I'll select the Verify Later since this is just an example. Normally, you would select the Send Verification Code, and 1 to 2 weeks later, you would receive your code. Your listing will not show up on Google search results until after you have received your code and entered it into your Google Places listing. it will automatically take you to your newly created Google Plus page. Next, I'll show you how to optimize this page in order to rank higher than your competition. This is an example of a Google Plus business page. I'm going to select Edit and add some of the information that we will need to include in the listing. We can edit the business name at any time. I'll change it to Meetings and Events Planner and click Save. We can also change the address if we need to. If you ever need to change the physical address of your business, you can easily update the information, although changing the address will prompt Google to resend a verification code to the newly set address. If you start delivering goods and services, or if you cater to clients within a certain surrounding area, you can select that here. You can add your website URL, which is extremely important so people can access your website straight from your Google Places listing. You can also add a second and third category for your business, which is a factor in the ranking of your listing for relevant keywords. You want to make sure your category is correct so that you are found for the products and services you offer. You can also enter your hours of operation. You definitely want to add pictures that are high definition, which capture the essence of your business. The most important factor for SEO is adding a keyword-rich description to your listing. Depending on the amount of other listings that are competing for the same keyword visibility as you, your listing could be displayed on the first page of Google results pages for relevant search queries. Here, you can also link to your Facebook or other social networking platforms. An extremely important part of SEO is creating video content and using YouTube or Vimeo as a hub where people can view your content whenever they want. I'm going to show how to upload a video you have created to YouTube. First, you want to be logged into your YouTube account, and if you don't already have one, make sure you have a Gmail account because you can't have a YouTube account without a Gmail first. To upload a video, click Upload and you will be taken to this screen where you can drag and drop files. After I drag in the video, it will take some time to process depending on the length and quality of the video. Recently, YouTube started allowing videos longer than 15 minutes to be uploaded to YouTube. But again, these longer videos take some time to process. There are 3 areas you should make sure to fill out after the video is done processing. These areas are the video title, description, and tags areas. Make sure to title our video with something compelling that also includes keywords relevant to your video's content. This is what users will read when searching for your video and has a large impact on your click-through rate. Next, enter the description of your video and again include keywords. The description not only informs users what the video is about, but it also helps search engines differentiate between your video and the millions of other users that have been uploaded to YouTube. Last, enter tags that are short phrases as well as keywords. If left blank, you aren't taking advantage of the SEO that is built into each video you upload. You can then view your newly uploaded video by clicking on the link that they provide and use the URL to share your new video on your website or social media channels. Next, I'll be talking about Google AdWords. While Google AdWords is considered more of a search engine marketing tool rather than a search engine optimization tool, I'm including it because it can be used for immediate placement within search engine results. Implementing both organic SEO techniques in conjunction with paid search rankings will increase your visibility immensely. You can easily create a Google AdWords account by searching Google AdWords and following the instructions to create a username and password. You also need to have a Gmail account in order to create an AdWords account. After you create your account, you want to use a tool included in the AdWords program called Keyword Planner. This tool is very useful and is very easy to use. You simply enter the keywords you want your ads to show for when searched, and they provide you with an estimate of traffic you will receive. They base these estimates on past traffic received for those keywords from previous ad campaigns implemented by other people. For our keywords, I'm entering meeting planner and event planner, and I will click Get Estimate. Keyword Planner will provide you with an estimate of the traffic you can expect to receive after you enter your daily budget and your cost per click bid. Your cost per click bid is the amount you pay every time someone clicks on your ad. It also determines your placement in search results relative to other ads that are also competing for the same keywords. It's best to choose the highest point on the graph because it helps you find the most competitive bid to place for the keywords you want your ads to show for. You won't always spend your daily budget either, and you can stop your ads from showing whenever you want or leave them to display continuously. The 4 tabs at the top of the graph show your expected clicks per day. Next, they show the expected impressions per day, or the amount of times your ad will be shown to people, but they won't necessarily click on your ad. Next, this is the amount you can expect to spend per day, which is usually the same as your daily budget. Last is your expected ad position, which is based on your cost per click bid, as well as all the other ads that people create that also use the same keywords, meeting planner or event planner. After using this tool, you can create your ad with some knowledge of what kind of traffic you will receive based on the budget you can afford to spend. In a previous webinar, I talked about responsive web design and its usefulness with the increase in mobile usage and technology. Responsive web design allows users on all mobile devices to view your website at an optimized view, since these sites adjust to the screen size you happen to be using. When it comes to SEO, responsive websites are an important factor in your organic search results. Google's main goal is to provide us with the most useful and relevant content, but it also wants to provide the best user experience. Although a search engine can't tell whether you had a good or bad experience on a website, it can tell how long it took you to return to search after viewing a certain page. When a user performs a search, clicks on a result, and clicks back immediately to return to the search results, Google takes this into consideration when ranking that search result that a user spent no time on. It assumes that this result was not relevant to the user since they left a few seconds after landing on it. The same is true when a user clicks on a result and spends a long time on it before returning to the search area. Google assumes this result was useful since the user did not return to find another result. If enough users click on a result and leave immediately, this can negatively impact a site's ranking and lower it until another listing surpasses it that more users spend time on. Many times, a user will return to Google search when the result didn't have what they were looking for. Another reason users leave a listing immediately is because they can't navigate the site properly. Imagine searching on your iPhone and clicking on a result provided by Google, only to be brought to a site that you can barely read without zooming in, and one that has small navigation buttons. When you try to select, you end up selecting the option next to it instead. A responsive site increases the user experience on your site, and therefore increases the likelihood that people will spend time on your site. This will, in turn, help your SEO rankings because Google will want to provide your site since you are providing a great user experience. Another important and often overlooked SEO tool is taking time to think about your website's URL. Your URL, or domain name, is the web address that people will type to reach your site directly. It should be something that people will remember, so make sure it is short and easy to pronounce. If possible, including an important keyword in your URL helps search engines understand what it is that your website is offering. In order to search for available URLs, use GoDaddy or HostGator.com. If you are a meeting planner, you should try to include the keyword meeting in your URL. We'll see if meetingplannerusa.com is available. Even if you can't find the exact domain name you are hoping for, try to make it short and memorable, and something that can also be used on business cards and other marketing material. And it looks like meetingplannerusa.com is available, so let's try another one. We'll see if eventsandmeetings.com is available. Another way of getting the URL you want is buying it from the current owner. Sometimes URLs are owned by people who purchase them, but are not using them for a website. Other times, people forget to renew their domain name and it expires, allowing others to purchase it for themselves. The last, but certainly not the least important factor to securing a great position in search results is content, specifically content creation and curation. Content curation is the practice of sifting through industry-relevant information and presenting the most useful bits to your audience. Content creation is content that you have created yourself, which should also offer value to your audience. When it comes to SEO, both can be useful, but unique, original content is what search engines look for when deciding whether they should place website 1 higher on results lists than website 2. Not only is original content important to search engines, but creating content rather than repurposing it can go a long way when you're trying to become an authority on your topic. Creating original content includes blog and article writing, video creation, podcast recordings, infographic creation, and more. Search engines also notice when a website consistently blogs material and rank sites that do this higher than those who are stagnant and rarely post new content. All of these tactics can be used together to help you rank your site higher in search results, helping you achieve more traffic and more leads.
Thanks for watching our webinar. Check meetingjobs.com to see dates for our upcoming webinars and what we will be talking about in each one. We'd like to thank Meeting Jobs again for hosting this series and look forward to the next one. If you would like to contact us, please visit us at www.bc-creative.com/meetingjobs. Mention this webinar series and we will be happy to evaluate your website, give you a free consultation, and provide you with some great tips and tricks.
Questions are now open for about 5 minutes or so. At the end, we'll announce the winner of the iTunes gift card. Enter live chat now and we'll answer as many questions as we can. Again, thanks for attending the webinar.